What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you stay. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And today I'm gonna talk about, it's crazy, I was reading the Bible last night and I had wrote everything down that I was gonna say, and then I came across this video. Well, not everything that I was gonna say, but I was writing, little notes and stuff of stuff I wanted to talk about. Then I was on TikTok last night and came across this girl's video, and for some reason I'm feeling the need to kind of talk about this more so than what I was gonna talk about before. So the girl's story was basically about how God's hand was on her because her ex-boyfriend had came to shoot up her house while she was there. Her mom was staying there that night, but he shot up the house at 5 a.m. and her mom had wound up having to leave early, so the mom left at 3 a.m. and she slept through the shootout the whole time, or the shooting the whole time. She said she didn't wake up until 5 p.m. Lord, she didn't wake up until 5. What time did I say? No, it happened at 5. She didn't wake up until 9 a.m. So it happened at 5 a.m. She didn't wake up until 9 a.m. when the police had came to her car, to her door, banging on her door. So it made me think of a time where I was in a situation and didn't even know I was in a situation, and God's hand was on me. And now it's like when you start to grow closer to God, you start to really see, like, when you look back, you be like, dang, he was here during this time. He was here during this time. Like, you just start to connect the dots. And I wasn't even wild, but it was like, it could have been one of those wrong places, wrong timing type of things for me. But God was on me, right? So this was the story. So this what happened to me. My mom never used to let me date nobody unless it was in the church. And she wouldn't let me talk to nobody either. But I'm from the hood, so me being from the hood, like, you like hood dudes in a sense, right? So it was a guy I was talking to, and I would sneakily go see him. And sneakily because I couldn't tell my mom, but it was other people, like my best friend knew where I was, and friends that I had knew where I was, but my mom was the only one that didn't know. So that's why I say sneakily. So and I don't know why I be having a smile on my face. I know this stuff don't be funny, but it's like, I can't believe that this happened, because like, I should have just stayed in the house. But anyway, long story short, so I was talking to this guy. Back then I was like, look, I don't want to know nothing you do. I don't want to be in the middle of nothing that you do. I don't want to know anything. Like, I just want to be oblivious to it, which is kind of dumb now that I think about it. Because I don't want to know, but at the same time, I should just be aware, which I was aware. Like, I knew what was going on, but at the same time, I just didn't want it around me where I could actually see it, because I ain't want to be accessory to nothing. That's really what it was, right? So he had got this car, and he had bought this car with cash. He bought this car with cash, and he had called me and was like, yeah, just regular, like, we would talk every day. So he called me, he wanted to talk to me, whatever. We talking on the phone. He like, yeah, I'm gonna come get you. I'm like, all right, meet me, such and such. So, I'm being a little passenger princess. So I'm in a seat we driving around. I don't even know where we drove, but we was just driving around for a minute. And then he pulled up in his backyard. So by the time we get done pulling, driving around or whatever, and we get to the backyard, it's like dark, and I had a curfew. So it was dark, and I used to tell my mom I was at my best friend's house. So sometimes, just in case, she tried to call, or if she tried to pop up, then her mom would help us out and tell us, or tell my mom, oh, they had such and such. Like, we didn't really have too many of those situations, but it was mainly like if we had to have it happen. Her mom would help us out or whatever. So I told my mom I was at my best friend's house, but again, my best friend knew everything. I'd be like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm at your house, I'm with y'all, woody woo. Just in case I need you, whatever. So so it was getting dark, and I'm like, yo, I got, like, he knew I had curfew and everything, so I'm like, yo, I got curfew, like stop playing, because if I can't make it back home in time, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, and if I get in trouble, I can't talk to you, she gonna take my phone, it's gonna be all types of stuff, right? So he like, all right, we going home, whatever. So we pull into the backyard, we sitting there. I don't know what he was doing. That's where, like, I don't know, I know, but I don't know, and I'm not really trying to know, but I got like one eye open type of thing, right? So anyway, I'm like, yo, we gotta go. So he like, all right, we gonna go. I gotta do one more thing, whatever. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting there, I'm texting on my phone. It's me, him, and his friend in the back of the car. So he driving, I'm in the passenger seat, and then his friend is in the back. So we sitting in there, it's dark, can't really see nothing. So I'm just thinking I'm waiting on him. So I'm steady texting my friend like, yo, he blowing, because he not, like, he taking all long, whatever. I already told him a couple times, like, it's pushing it. And I was keeping track of the time, because I'm like, I gotta get home. My mom is going to skin me if I don't get home. So he like, so we sitting there, so I'm steady texting my friends, popping trash or whatever. And then this guy come up to his door. Like, somebody come up to his door and was like, well, you got money? Or you got the money or something like that. Or give me what you got, something like that. Basically, he was insinuating, give me what you got. So I'm just over here, like, I'm just looking out the window, because I'm thinking, like, he waiting on these people, because he said he was waiting on somebody. So I'm thinking he waiting on these people. And I'm thinking I don't know why I'm, like, naive, because I'm not even I was never in the street. So, like, I know, but I don't know. So when he said it, I'm thinking he playing, because I'm like, this must be who you waiting for, because you said you was waiting for somebody, whatever he had told me. So he laughed. He was like, nah, and like laughed, ha ha ha. So I'm thinking, okay, this is not nothing, man. So then when I seen it out the corner of my eye, and I looked, like, and I just kept on texting. I had my phone, and like the way I did it, I kind of had my phone out, and then like once I text whatever message I text, I put it back in my pocket. So then my car door open, and they like, and I seen a gun, and they pulled the gun out. They like, you got anything? I'm like, no. And they like, all right. It shut the door. So I'm looking like, what's going on? So I didn't, again, naive, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay. So again, I don't know why I thought they was playing, but this how you know God hand was on me the whole time, because I'm thinking it's a joke. It's not a joke, right? So they opened the friend door, and the friend was sitting behind me. So they opened the friend door. They like, yo, give me your money, give me your phone, whatever. So they take his stuff, and then he like, I don't got nothing else. He started checking his pockets, da da da. So again, to me, I feel safe. Like, I'm still not panicking. I don't even know what's going on. So they took the dude that I was talking to, they took his money. And I think that's all he had. I think that's all he had was money. So then, and then by the time they took his money, I had wound up seeing the gun in his face too. So I'm like, okay. So I was about to yell at him like, yo, come on. Why is y'all playing? Like, I gotta go. What's going on? So he was like, it's not funny, but I just can't believe, like, God really just had me thinking I was in La La Land and I was safe the whole time. They're robbing us. Well, I ain't get robbed, but they robbed him. So that's how you know God hand was on me that whole time, because he got me thinking, not like nothing's happening. I'm just regular degular. They didn't take anything of mine, and all I really had anyway was my phone. Like, and I needed that because I needed to make sure, just in case my mom called or whatever the case may be, I'm not trying to get in trouble. And I need to be able to text my best friend and tell her like, yo, this is when I'm leaving, whatever, just in case my mom called. So after they did it or whatever, he started laughing. He laughed, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, who was that? Like, what we doing? Is that who he's waiting on? He was like, nah. And I'm like, well, look, I gotta go home. Like, come on. So he get out and he go in the house. So I'm sitting there, and I remember I went down, I text my best friend, and I just told her, like, or I answered her text message, and then the friend in the back was like, yo, we just got robbed. Like, that was real? I'm like, what? He like, we just got robbed. I'm like, y'all ain't know them? He like, no, we ain't know them. I'm like, what? So now I'm tripped, because now I'm like, hold on. Now, like, and they left, they ran, I see them run away. But when they was getting old boy stuff, they was like over there with me. The other dude was right there with me. So it was just like, it could have went totally left, but I'm just in here in La La Land trying to make sure I get home. I don't even care about nothing. I don't even care about nothing enough to even pay attention, to even realize what was going on in that moment. So I'm like, nah, that couldn't have been real. I'm like, he must have had known them. I was like, the gun, look, me over here like, the guns didn't even look real. I don't even know what the gun look like. So why am I saying that? But I'm like, the guns didn't even look real. I was like, and why would they take y'all stuff and not take mine? Like, if it's really a robbery, they would take my stuff too, right? I was like, I ain't had nothing else. But I said, he put the gun right there. But I thought for whatever reason it was say, he was like, nah, yo, that joint was real. So I'm like, so now I text my best friend like, yo, I think we just got robbed. I'm like, yo, I think we just got robbed. She like, what? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to call you. I don't know what's going on. Next thing I know, dude I was talking to he come from the back. He opened the back door. He like, get out the car. Why y'all still in the car? He yelling at us. Why y'all still in the car? So we go in the house. I'm like, that wasn't fake. He like, no, we really. I'm like, what? So now we kind of like, now I'm like, I can't believe that I was just in this situation. But I was there, but I wasn't. Like, God really had his hand on me, because that joint could have turned out crazy. It could have turned out crazy and way different. But the same how that girl was telling the story of how she was sleeping through it, like God had her sleeping through that shootout. God had me in La La Land during a robbery. Like, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy. I mean, I'm just glad I made it out, obviously, like, but I just can't believe that I really was sitting here believing that I was not involved in that I was here. So even when we not watching, even when we not paying attention, God is always around. Because that could have ended up totally different. And I just thank God for keeping me in that moment, because Lord knows I ain't care about nothing but getting home. I ain't care about nothing but getting home. If I ain't get home, that was worse. In my opinion, that was worse. So Yeah, man, I wanted to talk about something else, but man, I had to tell that because when I seen it, I was like, wow, I really had a situation like that. And I'm not shooken up or nothing. Like, in my head, it's still like, it's not real, it's not surreal, but it really happened. Because he was even trying to like brainstorm to figure out who did it, and he, in his head, he knew, because he was like, I just got the car today, so they set me up, like I paid cash, so they knew what I had, what the rules. So he probably, and that's what I'm saying, he probably figured out who did it. But he like, yeah, I'm gonna take you home. I'm like, take me home? And the only reason why I agree, because again, I was more afraid of my mom. It's not funny. That's not funny. I was more afraid of my mom than I was a robbery. Like, if I got home past my time, I just didn't want to go through all of that. But so that's the only reason why I let him take me home. Otherwise, I would have walked, because that's what I used to do before. I just used to walk. And I had to let him take me home, because I was like, if I don't, me walking, and I walk slow, I don't even walk fast, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna make it to the house in time. And he took me home, and I was safe, because I wasn't, I don't know, I think she was asleep or something like that. But anyway, either way, I made it home. And then I called my best friend and told her like, yo, we really just got robbed today. Like, I really was involved in a robbery. Like, man, but I just thank God, y'all. Even when y'all think God not around, he really around. Cause man, that could have been something else. But yeah, y'all be safe. Believe in God. Again, even when y'all think he not around, he always around. And don't be in La La Land doing robberies.